Hi, it's Viv from Wisdom Released, and welcome to your reading for June the 12th. I have shuffled the deck. I am using the same deck as yesterday, the Wildwood Tarot by Mark Ryan and John Matthews. This one, Wherein Wisdom Resides. I have shuffled. I'll do this for a little bit. Let's see what messages we have for today. Tuesday, June the 12th, 2018. So these are messages to help guide, general messages for anyone who's watching. It's not for a particular zodiac sign. So if it resonates with you, great, and if not, just leave whatever doesn't resonate. The messages are to help connect you, to guide you and connect you with your inner wisdom. Okay, let's cut the deck. Great. So we have 4 of arrows, 2 of arrows, the archer, 4 of stones, and the 10 of bows, which we drew yesterday. So the 4 of arrows is a time out. This is somebody having a rest. Maybe it's you taking a rest, or somebody else taking a rest. Perhaps I'm feeling this is probably your energy, really, that you've made an enormous effort. Perhaps you've put lots of work into starting, maybe starting a new company, or maybe lots of effort into a new project or an ongoing project at work, or perhaps with a situation at home or with a relationship. And at the moment you feel, cool, blimey, I've put lots of work in there and I am just exhausted. I really need a time out. And this is somebody who's taken a break. This is somebody who's flat out, literally, and is needing to rest, which is the key word on the card here. But look, you're being watched over. Butterflies to me signify transformation. So I think that there is possibility for whatever it is that you're facing at the moment, what you're coming up against. There's a big possibility for transformation here, but you're also being guided, you're also being watched over. So there are maybe things happening in the background that you're not aware of, because look, the person who's on the ground here can't see the butterfly because they have their eyes closed and they're looking away from where the butterfly is. So they're not seeing, they're just resting, and they're not seeing what the possibility is here. Maybe you are feeling a sense of injustice. Like I say, you're not seeing the possibility. There is, the person, the figure here has their eyes closed. There's action that can be taken. She's holding 2 arrows, but she's deciding which way to go. She's got her foot on the bow, which is the bow signifies action, but she's got her foot on it, and so everything's at a halt. The arrows signify thought, and thoughts are really not very balanced at the moment. But all she needs to do is to take the blindfold off, and then she'll be able to see what she's aiming at here. This is the archer, which it's from the major arcana, and it's like the chariot card in the normal tarot, in the regular tarot. In the regular tarot, the chariot is like a guy who's in armor, I believe, who's either got a couple of horses or a couple of sphinxes, and he's driving forward with them. But here there's a couple of loyal companions in the background, and she's really taking the initiative, and she's got her eye focused on what it is that she's really after. So what this is saying, I think, is that the rest here, taking a time out here, gives you the opportunity to take off the blindfold and to focus on what it is that that you really need in your life at the moment. And the arrow here, the archer here, is focused towards this little deer, and this is all about protection. This is the four of stones. So this is feeling a need to protect yourself, to create like a stable, protective shelter, so that you don't feel quite so vulnerable and quite so exposed. There's a need for stability here. This is really what you're looking for, is stability, and to know that you're not vulnerable to attack. This situation has been, it feels like, quite a burden. This is the ten of bows, or the 10 of wands, but this is a burden that's coming to an end because it's a 10. This is a sign of completion, and this person here with the bows on his back is about to turn a corner. There's just a little bit of a way left to go before he can release all of this burden. You know, he's not got that far to go, and then he can, you know, it'll be an enormous weight off his shoulders, literally. So let's pull some more cards. The 8 of Vessels, rebirth. 5 of Stones, endurance. 3 of Arrows, jealousy. And the Green Woman. There is rebirth here, there is renewal here. This is the next card, the 8 of Vessels. This big cup is being filled by these 3 up here. There's a renewal, a refilling, a filling up. In the normal tarot, this is a walking away card. This is somebody turning their back on a situation and walking away, but it may be just a temporary walking away. It's turning their back on negativity, perhaps, and walking away from negativity. But this is like a filling up, a refilling. So this is like very hopeful that things are coming around again. That there's the opportunity for things to improve and to get better. And what's needed, even though you may feel like things have been really tough, you might have been really worried, you might have felt really got at, you might have felt really under attack, and the situation that you've been facing has hurt you, or somebody has betrayed you. Things generally not going how you want them to go. But what's needed here is a little bit of endurance. So, oh, wrong card, that one. So endurance. So here we have, this is like, very much like the Four of Stones with the deer who's protecting herself. This little girl here has got the fire going to keep her warm, and she's got the cave behind her to retreat into. But there's a bit of a storm raging around her, raging outside. So it's been a difficult situation, but it's not, all is not lost. Renewal is possible. And there's the presence of the green woman here. And the green woman is the Empress in the normal tarot. And there's lots of growth around her. There's lots of... she's such a sensual woman. There's such a sense of fertility and things coming together, and something coming from nothing in this cauldron. This woman is actually, she's going to use everything, all of her wiles, everything that she possesses to create, to make something from nothing. And there's an air of success. Look how she's covered in greenery. She's covered in this, in all of this leafage, and she knows how to. She's a woman who knows how to get what she wants. And let's continue. Ten of Arrows, instruction. Knight of Bows, fox. Queen of Bows, hare. This, I feel, is a learning situation. This is, the card is instruction. It's the Ten of Arrows. And we have a very skilled teacher here who's showing the younger boy how to shoot an arrow. So this is learning how to get what you want. So very much with the Empress here, this is learning how to draw on all of your resources and use your skills to get what you want. And this situation, I think, requires cunning. It requires charm. It requires intelligence and cleverness. I think there has been an element of upset here. The Queen of Bows can point to jealousy and hurt, and I think this is how maybe you've been feeling, or the other person in this situation has been feeling. Maybe both of you have been feeling the same thing. Maybe there's been conflict in a work environment. Maybe there's been conflict in a home environment. But there's a need to be intelligent about it, and not to be frivolous, not to be the word that's coming up is spontaneous, but that's not what I mean. To act without thinking, not to just not to go ahead without thinking. That the situation requires intelligence, and learning, allowing yourself to learn, allowing yourself to learn the lessons from this situation will help you in getting what you want, in resolving the situation. perhaps you're making an offer. Perhaps an offer is coming to you that transforms everything. The journey card, which is the death card, is this is like it's like a life cycle card, isn't it? It's not. It might be the ending of one situation or one cycle, but it's also a beginning. It's also a birth. You know, it's an ending of one thing and the start of another. And the ending could come with an offer, and it could be an offer of. It could be a really welcome offer. That affects your work situation, or it could be an offer of, could be like an apology that transforms everything. Feels like an apology, and it feels like almost like it's unexpected, like you didn't see it coming. But it transforms everything. Maybe you've made this apology, and it transforms everything. Let's see what the outcome is here for today, 12th of June. Oh, the pole star. This is like the wish card. This is like the universe being on your side. This is things balancing out. This is you're being guided. You know, your things happening that may not make sense. You might not be able to see immediately what's right in front of you, but everything is nudging you in the right direction. This is meant to be. It's meant to happen. It's meant to be this way. So even though things, I mean, if we don't have challenge in life, we don't learn anything, do we? So challenges are there to they're teaching opportunities and learning opportunities, and I guess if we don't learn them, then the universe finds ways of bringing them around again until we do. But this is meant to be. This is meant for your development and growth. This is meant for your journey. The pole star is there to guide you. You are being watched over. As in the first card that we pulled, you know, that someone's looking out for you, or something is looking out for you. Universal energy, those universal forces and intelligence. It is guiding you, and this is meant to be. So rest assured that you are headed in the right direction, that everything is happening for a reason. And this is, in the normal tarot, it's like a wish card, you know, it's like your wish is coming true, that you'll get what you want. There's the opportunity, that there's success here, there's abundance here, there's fertility here, and you're getting what you want, and your wish being granted. So those are the messages for today. I hope that was useful to you. If you like the videos, please subscribe, and I'll be doing these on a daily basis, and I'm fairly new to making the videos, so hopefully I'll get more fluent and fluid as I go along, and they won't be quite so stop-starty. But as I say, I hope they're of use to you, and hopefully you'll tune in again tomorrow. Thanks very much, and take care.